okay, I won't thank the participants because we have now a little closing ceremony, and we will do that there. So please don't go away. Just stay with us, and I think I want to invite now Daniel Moketsi who will be who will do the honors during the ceremony. Yeah. Daniel, please, you're welcome to start. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor. So I want to say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we now came at the end of the Coding Summer School 2022. Of course, you spend a lot of time. It took almost the whole month of February, following lectures and then working on assignments and so on. So students worked hard and did exercises. Of course, there was some kind of evaluation that was also taking place at the same time. So I'll be actually sharing this session. So without wasting your time, I know you are very tired. So I'll start with announcement of student prizes, book prizes, of course. It will be announced by Dr. Krishna Kovenda and Benjamin Batch. Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. Let me just share my screen. A moment. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, great. So the moment everybody has been waiting for, it seems. Let me just move this over here. All right. So first off, I just wanted to thank all the students who participated. There was a mixed bag of students that had experience in coding. Some, this was the first time, learning about coding, learning about Python and Linux, and also R as well. And also the different applications for this course that was presented by NITheP. So for some, it was quite a challenge, and it was great to see the perseverance of students that were able to get through the content and were able to learn something and hopefully apply it for their own research, because that's ultimately the goal for that. All right. So I'd also like to thank NITheP as well for sponsoring the prizes, as well as the data for students as well that could attend the online events. So we have various categories for the prizes. So the CHPC will be announcing the first set of students and NITheP a second set. So for the CHPC student group, we have two students from each group. As you can remember, there was group A, B, and C. And we took into consideration those that completed the exercises, those that excelled in them, those that struggled but showed effort, and just general participation and engagement. All right, so I think I'll let Krishna do the first set. So over to you, Krishna.
Okay, so for the Linux prizes, we have Francois Leroux from the University of Pretoria, Mamo Namane Shlele. Must apologize for prosecuting your names. University of Limpopo, and then Otto Joseph from Rhodes University.
So, round of applause. Well done. So, any comments for these students, Krishna? Anything you want to say? I think these students have been quite active as well, but anything else you can mention?
No, in general, most of you guys were very active. It was hard for me to decide on people, but what we are planning is something Benjamin will announce a little later. So I'll leave that to him.
Okay. All right. So from my side, so for the Python prizes, everybody very excited in the chat. Any round of applause for students so far, Linux prizes. Okay. So for the Python prizes, so these are for the students that we chose, for the Python course. So we have Sankwelo Magwala from Northwest University, Kumbitsaya Matenda from Stellenbosch University, Otandwa Bubuluma from Sefako Magato Health Science University. So well done to all of you. Round of applause, a silent round of applause for all of you for getting those prizes. And I think I'll let Prof. Francisco also explain what the prizes are. So well done, everyone, for getting that. And I'll leave it to Prof to do the NITheP prizes.
And thank you very much, Benjamin. I would be very grateful if you could show the names, because I don't remember them by heart.
That's the first set, yeah.
Thank you very much. So, and okay, and then there is also the other one. So
yeah.
We together with the lecturer teams of the 4 different courses, we decided to award 1 book prize per course. Yeah. And then we will have, and I will share just now, a few special prizes for some very special participants. So the first prize for the statistics with our course goes to Mpumelelo Nomzaza from the University of Witwatersrand. Thank you very much, Mpumelelo. Well done. Congratulations. The prize for the mathematics, for the mathematical proofs with Python goes to Nadine Dempers from the University of Stellenbosch. Congratulations, Nadine, well done. Yeah. The prize for machine learning for bioacoustics goes to Isaac Jovetu. Well done, Isaac, and thank you very much for joining us from far away. Thank you. The prize for the Earth and Climate modeling course goes to Eric Chinaka from Northwest University. Well done, Eric. We are proud of all of you. Yeah, and now we have 3 special prizes. Yeah, one goes to Shane De Beer from Stellenbosch University, and this is the special prize for being always the first one online in the morning and in the afternoon. So every time I log in, Shane was always there. So Shane, of course, you also took part, and you were nominated also for other prizes, so that it's not just a mechanical prize. So thank you very much, Shane. Well done. And then we have 2 more prizes for Annika MacArthur and for Mbokazi Gayeka for being consistent in attending all courses and engaging in all courses and lectures, both in the Linux and Python course and also in the let's call them in the NITheP lecture. So well done to all of you. And next week, NITheP will make a plan and email you your book vouchers. Yeah. So thank you very much. Well done to all of you. Benjamin, over to you again.
No, that's all from my side. Well done, everyone. Daniel, you're still muted, Daniel.
Okay. Yes, I would like to thank you, colleagues, for announcing the prizes in this way, and then also a special, congratulate the students who received the prizes. It's the result of hard working, of course, and commitment to the cause. So now I'm moving to the second item, which is will be led by Benjamin. It's a new thing that we're doing this year. We start doing this year. So that is monthly coding challenge. Over to Benjamin.
Well, thanks, Daniel. So this is a new initiative that we are starting, part of the Coding Summer School. So the first thing I just wanted to make a note about is that a lot of students weren't able to finish submitting all the exercises, and that would obviously allow them to not get a certificate for the course. So we decided to extend the submission date until next week, Friday. So next week, Friday, that'll be 10 o'clock. So you have 1 more week to submit exercises in order to get your certificate for the course. Okay, so onto the next initiative we were starting, which is quite exciting, which is called the monthly coding challenge. So where students who have completed the coding summer school, like all of you, can continue to learn and engage what they've learned. So there'll be various topics and coding challenges for various things you've learned. It'll still be Linux and Python, but we also have specific topics. So we also got feedback from students, for various applications like computational chemistry, for example, that they want to see how we can apply that, and also various other applications as well. So applications for that, as well as the NITheP's lecture series on, I'll try and get challenges from that. So just to continue the learning aspect of what you've done, so it doesn't just stop, with the coding summer school. And it also serves to prepare students for the CHPC winter school as well, which is focused on training users of the CHPC to use the Lingao cluster, our supercomputer, for their own research, right? So it's a continual, learning exercise that will be involved in. So again, the current students, everyone that's part of the coding summer school will be automatically enrolled. It's completely voluntary. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. And we will be sending out, further details, for others to join as well. So at the end of the month, we'll have a Zoom discussion about the solutions of the challenges and take it from there. And to answer a lot of the other questions or queries that people have been, messaging us about is, the Linux and Python memos and exercises. So the first, Zoom session we'll have for the coding session is actually going to go to review the Linux and Python exercises with everyone. So if you have any questions, including the bonus exercises, I know quite a few people have questions about that. So just have a session where we can review the Linux exercises as well as the Python. And that will obviously help just answer any questions or queries and just, with the whole process. So this is a new initiative we're starting. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and, continue your learning capabilities with coding. So all the best, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Benjamin. And I think the message is clear, and then everybody got it. So I'm now moving towards the closing remarks. Before I can actually start that, as he indicated, all successful students will receive certificates, at the end of, before end of March, actually. So, but if you don't get it, you must know that you're not successful. So I'm now moving to the closing remarks by leadership of the NITheP, which is Professor Francesco Petitione. Over to you, Prof.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel. And it's an absolute pleasure to be able to address so many of you this afternoon after 4 very intense weeks. Yeah, we are probably all a little bit tired, and it's just great that that we've been very constant in taking part in all lectures from the beginning. I just shared earlier with Benjamin and Daniel the statistics of the attendance, and it's really very impressive how many people stuck with us till the very end on a Friday afternoon. So thank you very much for that. The intention behind this joint summer school that started, which is now in its 3rd edition, yeah, was to, of course, first introduce you to Linux and Python and scientific programming skills, but then also to show you the areas of research in which NITheP is active, yeah. And in this special summer school, we focus on 4 of them. Yeah, we have mathematics, statistics, machine learning, and for bioinformatics for issues, and Earth systems modeling and climate change modeling. Yeah, but NITheP has also other 4 more disciplines that were not represented in the school, which are the traditional theoretical physics, astrophysics, quantitative finance, and now I've forgotten one. I think data science. Yeah, okay, but which we covered partially because of machine learning. Yeah. So the NITheP as a national institute is based on 4 pillars. Yeah, and one is of course research. Yeah. But then there is, of course, training. And what we're doing here is part of the training initiatives. And then we have engagement and connections to the networks to in the African continent. Yeah? But the summer school is not the only training event that NITheP offers. Yeah? We have every month, we have something that we call the mini school. Yeah? And so every month is dedicated to another topic. Yeah? For instance, next month in March, we will have a mini school on theoretical physics topics. It's on geometric approaches to quantum mechanics. So you're most than welcome to join us there. Yeah, and we have regularly other webinars, and every Monday our colloquium, which is intended to be talks on topics of relevance in a way that is accessible to as many people as possible. So please. Join the NITheP mailing list, which you can do by visiting our website, and there's a little form at the bottom of the main page where you can register for the website. Yeah. The other thing that I would like to mention, in particular to the students, yeah, is that we started last year already what we call the Satax School, yeah, which is a South African Theory and Computational Sciences School. Yeah? And this is intended to offer essentially honors courses on a semester basis. Yeah? So if you go on our website and you look under training and Satax School, yeah, you will see that in this semester we offer an array of honors courses level across the 8 disciplines of NITheP. Yeah? At the moment, you might not be able to get credits for those because the lecturers who teach that course anyway kindly agreed to make it accessible to everybody that is interested remotely via Zoom or Teams or whatever. So you're still probably on time to join one of those classes because they've already started. Yeah, but we are planning to reach out to all universities in South Africa and see if we can make a plan that those courses can give you credits at your own university. Yeah. Because some university might not offer, I don't know, a course in quantum field theory or a course in bioacoustics or something like that. Yeah? So that slowly we want to build up a kind of a reservoir of honors courses that should be accessible to everybody in the country and globally if the interest is there. Yeah, and we saw that we had several participants from outside South Africa also this year, which is always very, very nice. Yeah. I think I'm also allowed to speak 5 minutes, so I will come to an end. Yeah, and I would like to thank lots of people. Yeah, let's start with the CHPC team, Daniel, Benjamin, Krishna, and others that certainly operated behind the scene. Thank you very much for that. I know that your Linux and Python course are really well received, and already many generations of students profited from them. Yeah. I also need to thank the NITheP team that operated behind the scenes, Rene and Nelly, that did all the back office hard work. Yeah, so thank you very much for that as well. And I need to thank especially one NITheP associate who is not here now. At least I didn't see him until a few minutes ago, but I will thank him then separately, which is Dr. Ilya Sinaisky, because he's the person that kindly uploads everything on our YouTube channel. So all the lectures that you find on YouTube, Ilya kindly agreed to upload them as quickly as soon as Zoom sends us the link, Ilya loads it up. Yeah. Then of course, the really final special thank to all the lecturers of the summer school. Yeah, to Emmanuel, Zurab, Christine, and the Earth Systems modeling team of Mary Jane, Robert, Lizetia, and Dr. Mbata, and Robert, sorry, I just wrote it down because those are 4 different lecturers, I forgot. So thank you very much to them as well. Yeah. So Daniel, this is my 2 bits and my 4 thank yous. Yeah, so I give it back to you, the command. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. And I'm now calling the CHPC Research Manager, Dr. Werner Janse van Rensbeck, to say some closing remarks. Over to you, Werner.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for the opportunity to represent CHPC in this closing. But before I start, I want to make a remarkable observation. I see my name has changed to Krishna Govender, and I felt very special. And then when I looked at the attendee list for the session, there are about 10 Krishna Govenders. So I must say this is a remarkable thing to be able to clone Krishna this well, because Krishna, I can only be honored to carry your name. If I can just get your skills and abilities when it comes to Linux and HPC matters, I would be very pleased. But I see it's not only me that got it, there's some others as well. but thank you very much for me giving me the opportunity to join. I know I'm joining here at the end of a very busy 4 weeks. And I want to start off by first linking on with Francesco on this CHPC NITheP collaboration. Francesco, I think everybody will agree this is going from strength to strength. I mean, it's now the 4th year that we are running it, yes, starting with NITheP, but now with NITheX as the expanded body. And I can only say, for me, from the CHPC and Nikki's perspective, we are honored to be part of this. It just fits so well with what we would like our users to be exposed with or exposed to. And combining this with our own program of the summer coding school is just a very natural thing, and it works very well. So I'm just want to say straight away, so if you just close this door, I just want to say straight away that this is something that I would like to see continue, and we're probably already thinking about how to do it in the following years. Of course, also for the speakers that's from the NITheX part of the program, thank you very much for those contributions. But looking at the first 2 weeks, of course, that is the CHPC specific contributions. I want to thank the team. And Daniel, this is quite an intricate event to organize. Thank you very much for your efforts. Of course, the main presenters, I apologize for my dogs, they are just very excited at the moment. But for the presenters, Benjamin, Krishna, for your dedicated efforts, I know you have done this many times before, but I think maybe the students or the people attending the training do not quite realize what an effort it takes to prepare and to present a training event. And although we've done this a few times, I think the efforts that's going into this needs to be acknowledged. So thank you very much, Daniel, Benjamin, Krishna, for the lead you've taken here. And also for the other CHPC colleagues, I know Mteto Suvaga and Mabato Ashatsi has also joined. So thank you for the other CHPC colleagues that participated in some way. And I just want to highlight one other thing, and this is a very important part for me, is Daniel, you of course also spend a bit of time at Northwest University with Katlego, where a cohort of students was also participating in this program. And what we are seeing from this, of course, it went very well from what I've heard from Daniel, but we are seeing a model developing here on how this training should be hosted. And we're talking about this hybrid virtual model that I think is working very well. If we think about it, yes, we have an online platform, we have online material, but getting the students together in some way in a group, say at a setting or a location at their university with some tutors present physically is just a very good model then to pursue. And I think we've already almost made decisions on the CHPC side that post-COVID, this is probably a model that we will continue pursuing because the reach is just so much wider. I mean, if I have a vision, I can say, well, let's have more of these local sites or locations, say in different universities, say maybe 10 universities, and we run the program with the tutors on site. So this is definitely something that we will be exploring. So thank you for the people that have started this, because it's showing us maybe the best ways and best ways to do this training. So yeah, I'm not going to take more time. I know it's been a long 4 weeks. I cannot imagine that it's already a month almost later since we opened this training. But yeah, thank you very much. There's a very high appreciation from the CHPC. Of course, everybody that attended, we would like to see you become CHPC users. this training course is very much focused on preparing users to come and use our facilities. It is open for every researcher in the country, and many African partner countries of which they were participants. And maybe to just give a heads up that we do have another annual training event from the CHPC, which we call the so-called CHPC Winter School, which we typically start around August, which is also a virtual event. We will still see how it is planned for this year, but it takes the next step for practical HPC usage and also a bit of a focus on parallel programming techniques. So please keep an eye out for that announcement. So with that, Daniel, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to also talk to the trainees, but I really appreciate and back over to you.
Thank you very much, Werner. In closing, I would like to thank all the speakers of this session and also the students that joined the session. So with that, I'm wishing all the best with your career, with the skills that we have learned and then what we heard from our leaders. And so I think you will see the light. So I now just close the session, formally close the Coding Summer School 2022. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Keep well. Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Daniel, Krishna, Werner, Benjamin. It was really nice. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks, Prof.
Thanks, Prof.
Thank you very much. We can reconvene next week and do a debrief. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.